Welcome to the first quarter of 2018 results for Emirates REIT. The key highlights are presented by Sylvain Veugeot, the Group Chairman of Equitativa. Can you please give us some more details, Sylvain?
Yes, thank you. So first, in terms of financial highlight, we had a good growth in the property income of 23% quarter on quarter, which led to a 21% increase in the EBITDA. We had just a temporary decrease of the FFO, that is mechanical, and the FFO decreased for this quarter by 16%. In terms of operations, it went fairly well as well. We had a good increase in the occupancy of the portfolio. The portfolio occupancy currently stands at 84%. Index Tower occupancy increased by 6%, and we're in the final stage of fitting out the mall in Index, where the tenants are starting their own fit out, and this asset should generate cash flow already in Q2 this year. Back in August, we bought the European Business Center, which had a good reversion potential, and already in Q1 this year, we increased the rents by 7% in this asset, which will also contribute very positively in the following quarters. Last, we bought our fourth school. We recently bought the Lycée Français Jean Mermoz, which is another large school, French curriculum, which will diversify our portfolio of education assets and should also contribute an IRR in excess of 12%. So finally, we are recommending our shareholders to approve another dividend of 4 cents per share in June, which will lead to a total dividend of 8 cents per share for the whole year of 2017.
As of 31st of March 2018, the total portfolio value for Emirates REIT is $870 million. The net asset value is $520 million, which represents a net asset value per share of $1.73. Net leasable area of the total portfolio is 200,000 meters square with a strong occupancy of 84%. The weighted average lease term is 8 years with 10 properties and approximately 350 tenants. Let's talk a little more about the performance of the assets with the CFO of Emirates REIT, Remy Ishaq.
The performance has been in line with Q4 and has shown significant improvement over Q1 of 2017, quarter on quarter. This is primarily driven by two key variables. One is the organic growth in the same store portfolio, and two is the contribution of the new acquisition in Q3 of 2017, the European Business Center in DIP.
And how did that translate into EBITDA?
So a focus for us has always been, as we've continuously highlighted, the efficiency of margins and the enhancement of the flow-through. So we're happy to see that here the flow-through from top line all the way down to EBITDA is around 60%, and that has translated into a 21% growth quarter on quarter in EBITDA.
We notice a decrease of 16% in the FFO. Can you explain this?
Absolutely. So it's a little bit of an anomaly in Q1 of 2018. I say that because, as you know, we're constantly searching the market for new acquisitions and accretive opportunities to the portfolio. We had been in quite advanced stages of discussions in Q3 and Q4 of last year of the recently announced and closed deal with the Lycée Français. So had that happened earlier in Q1, then it would have reflected relatively flat FFO. So it's just timing. The balance sheet is quite healthy, reflecting the items we just discussed. Investment properties has grown about 14%. Driven by the acquisition of European Business Center, the completion of the British Columbia Canadian School, and a couple of floors that have been converted to fitted-out offices at Index Tower. In terms of total assets, it's about 15% growth. That is also reflecting the cash that remains on balance sheet in the whole period of Q1 as a function of the Sukuk offering. On the liability side, it's really a function of the Sukuk, and that has increased liabilities by approximately 30%. All of this combined, we have a very well-balanced capitalization structure, and loan-to-value ratio is 42%, giving us a very good buffer and headroom to the regulatory cap of 50%.
In a challenging real estate market, Emirates REIT achieved 23% quarter-on-quarter growth in total property operating income, which includes strong organic growth of 12% from the existing portfolio. The issuance of the Sukuk in December has protected us from the rising interest rate environment for the next 5 years. This had, however, an impact in our Q1 funds from operations. Adding the fact that we raised extra funds for acquisitions which were only deployed in Q2, our FFO of Q1 was an anomaly, reflecting a quarter-on-quarter decrease of 16%. Part of the extra funds from the Sukuk have now been deployed to acquire the Lycée Français Jean Mermoz, which is already delivering a high yield. The Index Mall is now also generating revenues. Combined, this means that the anomaly of Q1 should be offset and the FFO should resume its usual growth. We are therefore confident to continue delivering growing returns and to benefit from the current environment to grow Emirates REIT portfolio with the acquisition of quality high-yielding assets. In an otherwise declining market, we continue to drive rental growth and see significant upside in future acquisitions. We continue to recommend an annual dividend of 8 cents per share.